Theme 22. Effective communication 2. 1. Conclude. Conclude. Example.
And this is partly why people hate IQ, because you think that is a nasty, nasty thing to conclude.
And they will conclude that the universe is static and unchanging and populated by a single central oasis of matter that they inhabit, a picture of the cosmos that we definitively know to be wrong.
2. Converse. Converse. Example.
Exercise, meditate, and converse. There are a few activities proven to grow your brain. However, physical exercise, regular meditation, and good conversations apparently do exactly that.
I'm going to give you an example of 3 of these tools through which to converse with the body.
3. Emerge. Emerge. Example.
A very different picture of your life in local context, of your identity as a set of experiences may emerge.
Once you predict something about human behavior, new factors emerge because conditions are constantly changing.
4. Evolve. Evolve. Example.
So there was some interest. So it's an invocation of interest. And so, magazines evolve.
And when media evolve so that the identity of the media becomes increasingly unique, because what you're looking at is you're looking at comics cube.
5. Explain. Explain. Example.
Explain it. Sir, I'm not letting you speak right now. You don't have an attorney. I don't want you to say anything that's going to hurt your case.
Let me explain. The lump of labour fallacy is a very old idea. It was a British economist, David Schloss, who gave it this name in 1892.
6. Express. Express. Example.
Today, these dances continue to evolve, grow, and spread. Why do we dance? To move, to let loose.
And thanks again to American Express. Their support made this series possible.
7. Illustrate. Illustrate. Example.
To put into perspective just how enormous Tokyo is, I'm going to show you 2 examples to illustrate the point.
To set these 2 realms of inner and outer experience apart, a different animation technique was used to illustrate each.
8. Imply. Imply. Example.
What does it imply? Well, it implies 2 things. The first one is that there's a continual action that happened in the past. What will that imply? If I said, I never used to go to bed late, here we have a negative sentence, never.
9. Stutter. Stutter. Example.
Well, hopefully it won't stutter, and if we did our jobs well, you won't know that we were even involved.
And if I stutter along the way, I just go back in and fix it. It's magic.
10. Needless to say. Needless to say. Example.
Needless to say, we got the banking license.
Needless to say, it was. Some people think that you can either have it in you to build a relationship or you don't.
11. Translate. Translate. Example.
How does that translate to barrels of oil equivalent? It would be 3 times what the Saudis claim they have.
The problem, though, is that Malam Yaya doesn't speak English, and neither did I speak Hausa. But some little kids came to the rescue and helped translate.
12. Reading. Reading. Example.
But sometimes books only have 1 or 2 things that are worth reading. In fact, most books only have that.
shocked by how negatively he was being remembered, Garvey suffered another stroke while reading his own obituary and died.
13. Writing. Writing. Example.
So I started writing and writing and writing. And at the end, I had amassed 72 different data points.
So when you do that, here's what I can promise. You're going to be the 800-pound gorilla in the forest. Get writing.
14. Dictionary. Dictionary. Example.
It dies too fast. So this whole time I've been saying the dictionary, the dictionary, the dictionary, not a dictionary or dictionaries.
I think most people, when they say a word isn't real, what they mean is it doesn't appear in a standard dictionary.
15. Learner. Learner. Example.
So next, I'll give you various strategies you can use if you are a visual learner or an auditory learner or a kinesthetic learner.
More specifically, I want you to feel like you're capable of becoming an excellent long-distance swimmer, a world-class language learner, and a tango champion.
16. Meaning. Meaning. Example.
I also think, and we'll talk about this more when we get to the neuropsychological portion of the course, that your brain is actually set up first and foremost to detect meaning.
We have to decide what it means. And it doesn't have to be some gigantic extroverted meaning.
17. Textbook. Textbook. Example.
I was endlessly getting busted in math class, doodling behind the textbook.
Here, I'm showing you some of the more beautiful ones, the textbook versions.
18. Newspaper. Newspaper. Example.
The cartoonist might find the idea from observing life, reading a newspaper, trolling online.
In the late 1800s, people were worried about cameras, which were just suddenly more portable than ever before, and newspaper gossip columns.
19. Magazine. Magazine. Example.
I'd like to share with you this morning some stories about the ocean through my work as a still photographer for National Geographic magazine.
The most intriguing and puzzling measurement, in my opinion, we have obtained of Mars was released earlier this year in the magazine Science.
20. Music. Music. Example.
It's call and response. Just do what I do, say what I say, and make sure you don't punch your neighbor, okay? Music!
At least when I listen to your music, a planet that I want to be on. How does that figure?